Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting, and specifically, we're going to focus on a little gem from the 1990s, the 1991 United States 1-cent coin. Stick around to find out if this penny is worth more than its face value. Here it is, the 1991 penny, also known as the Lincoln cent. For most people, this is just a common piece of change. But in the world of coin collecting, every coin has a story. So, let's break down what makes the 1991 penny special and if it's worth holding onto. First off, let's talk about what you might expect in terms of value. The 1991 penny was minted in huge quantities. In fact, over 7 billion of these coins were produced. Because of this, you'll usually find them in circulation and they're pretty easy to come by. If you have a standard 1991 penny, it's generally worth, surprise, surprise, just 1 cent. The value doesn't really increase much above face value because of the large mintage. However, there are always exceptions, so let's see what could make your 1991 penny stand out. One thing to look out for is any potential errors or rare varieties. For the 1991 penny, here are a few things collectors might look for. Sometimes, pennies might have minting errors like double strikes, off-center strikes, or misprints. These can make a coin more valuable to collectors. Coins in mint state, meaning they are in pristine condition with no wear or scratches, might be worth more. The higher the grade, the higher the potential value. For example, if you have a 1991 penny with a noticeable minting error, it could be worth more than the typical face value $5 millions. But you'll need to check with a professional or use a grading scale to determine its true value. Another factor that can affect value is collector demand. While the 1991 penny isn't particularly rare or sought after, its value could increase if collectors start to show more interest in it. If you're really curious about your 1991 penny's worth, you might want to get it graded by a professional. Coin grading services can give you an accurate idea of its condition and potential value. Most 1991 pennies are worth 1 cent. However, if you have an error coin or a particularly high-grade example, it could be worth more. Keep an eye out for any unusual features or minting errors, and who knows, you might just have a hidden treasure. Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting to take a closer look at a piece of change that might be sitting in your pocket right now, the 1994 1-cent coin, or as it's commonly known, the 1994 Lincoln penny. Is it worth anything more than its face value? Let's find out. Here we have the 1994 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it might seem like just another ordinary coin, but let's explore its history and see if there's anything that makes it special. The 1994 penny was minted in large quantities, about 8.4 billion of them, to be exact. Because of this high mintage, you'll often find these pennies in circulation and they are typically worth just 1 cent. If you have a regular 1994 penny in typical circulated condition, it's worth face value $4.50 millions. The sheer volume produced means that most of these coins don't command a premium. But before you write it off, let's look at a few aspects that could potentially increase its value. Just like with other coins, there are a few things that could make a 1994 penny more valuable. Look out for errors such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or missing features. These kinds of mistakes at the mint can make a coin more desirable to collectors. If you happen to have a 1994 penny in exceptional condition, meaning it looks like it's barely been used, you might have a higher grade coin. These are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades potentially being worth more. For example, if your penny has a noticeable minting error, it could be worth more than just a cent. Collectors often pay a premium for these rarities, but you'll need to have the coin assessed by a professional to determine its true value. Collector demand can also play a role in the value of any coin. While the 1994 penny isn't particularly rare or highly sought after right now, trends in collecting can change. If collectors start to focus more on this particular year or type of coin, its value might increase. If you think your 1994 penny might be something special, getting it graded by a professional coin grading service can help you determine its true worth. They'll assess the coin's condition and authenticity to give you an accurate valuation. So, what's the bottom line? Most 1994 pennies are worth 1 cent. However, if you have an error coin or high-grade example, it might be worth more. Always keep an eye out for unique features and consider getting your coin evaluated if you think it might be special. Today, we're shining the spotlight on a familiar piece of change that you might have stashed away, a 1995 1-cent coin, or as it's commonly known, the 1995 Lincoln penny. Could this seemingly ordinary penny be worth more than its face value? Let's dig in and find out. Here's the 1995 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it might look like just another penny, but let's explore its history and any special attributes that could affect its value. In 1995, the U.S. Mint produced a substantial number of these pennies, about 8.8 billion in total. This high mintage means that, in general, a standard 1995 penny is worth just 1 cent. If your 1995 penny is in typical circulated condition, it's likely worth face value $4 millions. However, don't jump to conclusions just yet. There are several factors that could make a 1995 penny more valuable than its 1 cent face value. Here are a few things to look out for. Minting errors are always exciting for collectors. For the 1995 penny, check for anomalies such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or other distinctive errors. These can make the coin more desirable and valuable. Coins in mint state, meaning they are in pristine condition with no wear, can be more valuable. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades commanding higher prices. For example, a 1995 penny with a significant error could fetch more than face value. Common errors include a double die, where the design appears more than once, or a coin with a misaligned die. These unique characteristics can increase a coin's value to collectors. Demand from collectors can also impact the value of a coin. While the 1995 penny isn't particularly rare, certain error varieties or exceptionally well-preserved examples might become more sought after if collector interest grows. If you think your 1995 penny might be something special, you might want to have it professionally graded. Coin grading services can provide an accurate assessment of your coin's condition and potential value. So, what's the takeaway? Most 1995 pennies are worth just 1 cent, but if you have an error coin or a high-grade example, it could be worth more. Always keep an eye out for unique features and consider getting your coin evaluated if you suspect it might be a valuable find. Today, we're taking a closer look at a coin that might be hiding in your change jar, the 1996 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny. Could this penny be worth more than just a cent? Let's dive in and see. Here it is, the 1996 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it might seem like just another everyday coin, but let's explore its history and any special characteristics that might affect its value. In 1996, the U.S. Mint produced over 9 billion of these pennies. That high mintage means that, for the most part, a regular 1996 penny is worth just 1 cent. But don't close the book on this coin just yet. There are a few things that could make it more valuable. If your 1996 penny is in typical circulated condition, it's worth face value $3.50 millions. However, there are some special factors that could increase its value. Let's break those down. Here are a few things to keep an eye out for. Minting errors can make a coin much more valuable. For the 1996 penny, look for errors such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or other anomalies that might make the coin unique. Coins that are in mint state, meaning they look almost brand new, can be worth more. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades generally fetching higher prices. A 1996 penny in exceptional condition could attract a premium. For instance, if you find a 1996 penny with a noticeable minting error, like a double die error where the image is duplicated, it could be worth more to collectors. Even minor errors can make a big difference in value, depending on their rarity and appeal. Collector demand can also impact the value of your 1996 penny. While this particular penny isn't known for being exceptionally rare, collector interest in certain varieties or high-grade examples can fluctuate over time. If you suspect your 1996 penny might be special, getting it graded by a professional coin grading service can provide a clear picture of its condition and potential value. A professional assessment will help you determine if your coin is worth more than its face value. So, what's the bottom line? While most 1996 pennies are worth just 1 cent, if you have an error coin or a high-grade example, it could be worth more. Keep an eye out for unique features and consider having your coin evaluated if you think it might be a rare find. That's a wrap on our look at the 1996 Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin collecting insights and updates. Have you come across any interesting pennies in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!